Carly Swain joins us live in Greenville from one of the roads that is underwater.
Good morning, Heather. I'm joining you live this morning. Like you said, in Greenville, I'm kind of looking at 14th Street. Ficklen Drive is behind me. I'm right along Charles, and you can see we've almost got a kiddie pool out here. A pretty alarming wake-up call here at the Sheridan Village townhomes, where some neighbors told me earlier this morning they heard fast, repeated gunfire followed by flashing blue lights as police flooded the parking lot that you see behind me here. Let me give you a quick idea of where we are. I'm on Haven Drive. You can see there's kind of a cul-de-sac here behind me. That's the building that was targeted, according to police. Well, police in the east have two words for their criminals: grow up. Roofs completely collapsed. The fire chief there tells me that they actually do not consider that a sound structure. Right now, it's so windy and rainy out here. I'm actually holding on to the light. I'm going to have to move some of the rain gear off the camera lens here so you can see a little bit better. The police scene behind me. We just got word that the sun is rising on a homicide investigation now in uptown Greenville. I just spoke with Greenville police officer Carly Swain alongside meteorologist Jim Howard. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you, Carly. Good morning to you, and good morning out there, folks.
Good morning, Heather. Yeah, the crime scene tape is still whipping in the wind outside of a home along Rutledge Avenue here in Beaufort in Carteret County. Neighbors here waking up to a pretty horrific day after Halloween. Talking about the sheared front of those condos just on the ocean side there, and actually when you take a look at it, I'm going to post a picture on Facebook in a few minutes so you can get an idea. You're seeing essentially straight poles sticking up there on the ocean side of the condos. That's where walls and a ceiling are usually supposed to be. And
You know what's new at the scene now?
Good morning, Heather. Well, actually, I just drove by the complex, Glendale apartment complex, just off of Hooker Road here in Greenville. The crime scene tape is up, the police cars are gone, and all the neighbors that I was talking to when I was there earlier back tucked safely inside their homes. That was not the scene at 2 o'clock this morning when I got there. Take a look at some of the video we shot a little bit earlier. She's excited. Let me tell you who else is excited. Let me bring John up here really quick. He is a Marine station, New River Air Station. I asked him if he was out here for someone. You're out here for you.
I am.
All right, so the next follow-up question is clearly, is he single and does he plan to be by the end of the book signing today? The answer to that.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Okay. Say hello to Isabella. She's 4 months old and she likes Mom's hair.
Can you please just not grab Mommy's hair?
So does 6-month-old Madeline. Both showered with love before they met the world face to face.
This is immediate love.
While these baby girls have some things in common, so do their moms. Each woman is proudly involved with Human Milk for Human Babies, an online community where moms exchange experience and milk. The moms we talk to say they've heard their share of skepticism on the topic of donor breast milk.
It's a little weird for some people because it's a bodily fluid. They don't know, your background. I would say it's not weird.
Isabella's mom, Elliot, says it wasn't weird. It was life-changing for Isabella.
She was born at 36 weeks and she had gastroschisis, which is like your intestines are on the outside. Had to do a surgery and she was in the NICU for 2 weeks. She wouldn't latch before she left the hospital, so we had to go home and continue to try. I was just pumping and I wasn't producing enough to keep up with her, so I didn't want to give her formula because her stomach would be confused anyways. So I looked onto Human Milk for Human Babies.
I started learning about it through a Facebook page.
Both women looked online to find a group of like-minded moms, some willing to donate and those needing donations of human breast milk for their babies.
And had posted on there just randomly. I'm like, here's my stats, here's what I eat, here's my vitamins. I have an occasional glass of wine.
Tammy Michaels says her daughter Madeline still gets everything she needs straight from mom, but Tammy can still pump 75 ounces of surplus a week, up to 2 days of feeding for some babies.
She wasn't taking the bottle, so I was like, well, I'm not going to keep all this milk and have it just go to waste.
Since Tammy started donating, she's given away 1,000 ounces of breast milk to moms by posting the availability online. The moms just pick it up and go.
Is like going into a fast food restaurant and finding a milkshake on a table, half drunk. Would you go over there, pick it up, and start drinking it?
Dr. Edward Newton, a founding member of the Academy of Breastfeeding Medicine, says he's all for babies on breast milk, but he's urging moms proceed with caution, especially with sold or donated milk found online.
I think you have to ask yourself, do you really know that person? A lot of the infectious diseases that can present in breast milk, like HIV, are very sensitive issues when you talk about sex. What is proper testing? Well, that means screening for infectious disease. That's probably the biggest risk.
Both moms we talked to agree you have to know who you're dealing with if you're accepting a donation. Tammy says keeping pumps clean is key, and Isabella's mom, Elliot, even asked for paperwork to prove their donor was in good health. So Elliot feels confident stocking her freezer.
There's usually 10 to 12 bags in each of these. If they're willing to give you something that is so important, you know, to their kids, and they're feeding it to their kids, then it's probably going to be okay to give to mine.
While Dr. Newton prefers people go through an established milk bank or even institution that can do the proper testing on milk, the doctor and these moms agree with the slogan you've likely heard before, breast is best.
The way I look at it, it's like I'm giving like a gift to somebody, like my milk.
I consider breastfeeding and breast milk to be the best primary prevention intervention that we have as human beings.
I just wanted to give her the best, you know, opportunity and just give her everything that I could that was, you know, what I felt was best for her.
It's not weird. I mean, for the mom who can't breastfeed and is determined to give their baby breast milk, this is the best option, I believe.
Carly Swain, WITN News.